take questions. Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Sorry about that. We're very fortunate to win the game. Give Western Michigan. I told Dwayne after the game. I thought they deserved to win the game. I thought their physicality, the way they rebounded, the pace their guys played with, the energy his team played with. We were very fortunate to win the game tonight. And that being said, give our guys credit for under immense game pressure. Everyone knows we weren't playing well. Look, we can dissect it every which way. And part of that was Western Michigan, and also part of that was us. And so, you get down to the last 4 minutes, and it's a one-possession game, and you feel a lot of game pressure. And we were able, to make a couple shots and get a couple stops, not many, but enough to win the game, which is a positive. And obviously we have a lot of work to do on the glass, physicality, a lot of defensive breakdowns. Our pick and roll defense was not very good. Offensively, I thought we played very good offense in the first half and missed every shot. And we knew that that's how they were going to play us. We knew we had to draw guys and we had to kick. And it was one of those nights where the ball didn't go in, right? I think Ryan and Boo were – I think they were 1 for 11 from 3 at halftime. And most of them were what I call horse shots, where you're just in the gym by yourself, wide open team. But that's part of basketball. Sometimes they don't go in, and you got to grind it out. And I thought our inability to kind of make them pay in the first half with our shooting, got us a little bit tighter in the second half. And then we had a ball game. And, again, give them all the credit. A lot of times – and I'm not a big fan of this. A lot of times coaches will come in here and just light their teams up about how we didn't play well and give Western Michigan credit. They were down a couple guys. Their players had great heart tonight. They played with great passion. And they, in my opinion, played well enough to deserve to win the game. And fortunately for us, we were able to get out of here with a win.
Matt?
Coach, like you said, some trouble on the glass tonight. Western Michigan had more than double the rebounds.
Yeah.
Do you see some of the rebounding issues early, like as a function of some of those 4-guard lineups, or do you attribute that to something else?
No, I just think, Brooks played the 4 all year last year. So, we're talking about how it's a 4-guard lineup. But, at the end of the year last year, we were playing, the lineup we played was Boo, Ty, Chase, and Brooks with Matt. So it has nothing to do with the size. It's more about our inability. We're not blocking out. We're not, gang. You look at the rebounds. I remember last year. One of the best things Ty does when he's playing one, and his minutes were lower, but Ty's been a great rebounder. And obviously we know Brooks can rebound, but we need our bigs to rebound too. Matt has 1 rebound. Blake has a couple rebounds. Luke didn't have a rebound. But it's a collective effort. To me, it has nothing to do because they were playing all guards too. They weren't playing a big lineup. As a matter of fact, a lot of the game they were playing 5 perimeter players. They were playing Lobsinger as a center. So it had nothing to do with 4-guard lineups. It was more about mentality. I didn't think we came into this game with the mindset of hitting people and being physical. I think last game against Dayton, I think it was almost the other way around. I'm pretty sure we came out in the Dayton game and we were dominating them on the glass. And they're a lot bigger than Western Michigan. So it has nothing to do with the size. It's about mentality, it's about physicality, and it's about going and getting the ball. And tonight that wasn't important to our team, and we really paid for it, and that's what gave them a chance to win.
David?
Coach, obviously not a great night from behind the arc, but at the end of the day, you were able to pull out. What does it say about this team that even when it's not going their way, still able to just find enough of a balance to get it done?
Yeah, again, I'm very happy we won the game because there are a lot of things were not going well, and on either end, we weren't shooting well. There was a lot of game pressure. I thought Boo really stepped up offensively at the end, made some big baskets. Ryan had a big shot. Right there at the end, his little, 15-foot fadeaway that he made. And, you always want to learn these lessons by winning. You look around the country and there have been some scores that probably some of you guys have seen, where you say, man, how did that team beat that team? Well, these are college basketball players. All these teams have good players. And if you don't come with the resolve, if you don't come locked into a game plan, ready to compete every night, then you can lose to anyone, and we certainly can. And, that's something that, we have to come out and we're happy to be 3-0. Trust me, we're happy to be 3-0. But I want us to play at a higher standard. I know our guys want to play at a higher standard, and hopefully this film can be one, because it was a little bit of a step back from, I thought, a step forward, against Dayton, and hopefully we can learn from that.
To the right.
Yeah, Coach, obviously Ryan Langford kind of struggled in the first half with 0
Yeah.
points, but then Brooks was very aggressive in the first half. He had a couple of big and 1 baskets. He scored 13 first half points. Can you just talk about his aggressiveness and kind of going forward, how more guys are needed besides?
Yeah, no, I mean, really tonight we only had 2 guys going. That's why we only scored 63 points. We need to get stuff. We need Ryan scoring. We need Ty scoring. We need Nick Martinelli scoring. Off the bench, we need our big guys to be opportunistic. We only get 4 points out of the big position tonight. So, we won this game with really 2 guys in double figures. And that's not going to be a great recipe for us. We got to do a better job. And I thought those guys had some good looks early. I thought Ryan in particular in the first half. I want to say he had 5 pretty wide open threes that he makes. I feel like when he's open and has his feet set, he's going to knock them down. It just didn't happen tonight. But we can't expect to win games and only have Buie and Brooks going. But credit to those guys, because those other guys were struggling, and they had to step up and do whatever they could to win the game.
Caleb.
You talk about, the big guys getting going. Matt had those 2 dunks to start the game. It was within the first few minutes, and then Blake Owen attempted the 1 shot. Is that something you're gonna, focus on here before the weekend games?
Yeah.
Getting these big guys more involved.
Yeah, and we want those guys to be opportunistic. Especially we do a lot of open pick and rolls, and Matt, when he's playing well, he's really good as a finisher as a lob threat, as a roll threat. We got a couple of those early. I thought we had a chance to get a couple more. I thought Blake Preston had a chance to get one in the second half there. We were just a little bit, Ryan was maybe a little early on the pass. He was a little late on the roll. But yeah, and we want them to continue to work. One of the things about, have them be guys that every now and then we could throw the ball into the post to them and get them to the foul line or get some baskets or things. So yeah, their development is still, incredibly important to our success. You guys know, you followed us last year. We didn't have the kind of season we would have had if Matt Nicholson didn't play at a high level. And we just got to help him get back to that level, and I think it'll help our team as well.
Matt.
Coach Jordan Clayton was 4th on the team in minutes tonight, also had his first points for the Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
When in the recruitment and development process did you know that he was going to be able to contribute right away?
Yeah, I thought when we recruited him, he was going to be able to help as a freshman, and just because he has maturity to him. And he's a terrific defender. So like a night like tonight where they had all guards on the floor and they were spreading us out with pick and roll game and driving and kicking, like his defense. And I thought in the Binghamton game too, if both of those games, I thought he did a great job of coming in. And he's just really solid, guys. He doesn't try to do things he can't do right now. He's really solid. He knows what we're doing out there. He's a good defender. He's a tough kid. He's been really well coached coming in. So, my expectation in recruiting him was that he was going to be ready to play and a rotation guy this year. And, I think he's just going to keep getting better and better. And you see he's important, to our team.
Another guard you brought in was Justin Mullins.
Yeah.
He didn't play tonight. Was that something you knew coming into the game? Do you expect to mix him in this
No,
weekend?
just game by game. He just has to stay ready. His time is coming. And probably I told him after the game, there was opportunity there. I probably should have given him a shot. You have a tendency at times. We have some veteran guys that have been a part of a lot of big wins, but his time is coming. He's a young player. We're incredibly high on. He's been working hard, and don't be surprised here pretty soon if he's not out there helping the cause as well.
To the right.
Coach, Brooks had 3 steals tonight and a block, and now he's averaging 3 steals per game and 1.3 blocks per game on the year.
Okay.
So what can you say about his ability to be a defensive playmaker for the team?
Well, Brooks is just a competitor, so he's just one of these guys. He throws himself into competing, and when you do that, then the ball just finds you. You get rebounds, you get loose balls, you get steals, you get a couple blocks, and that's the thing I love about him is he just completely immersed into the competition of the game. And because of that, his activity is all over the floor, and he's doing a lot of good things and did tonight. You know, his scoring, his rebounding. I mean, he had 7 of our 21 rebounds. You know, like you guys said, assists, steals, blocks. You know, he's just doing a little bit of everything. And, you know, to me, he's just a really good all-around player that impacts the game in many ways.
Got time for a couple more, Caleb?
Seth Halbert had a pretty good first
Yeah.
half, and you were able to kind of not diminish, but slow him down in the second half. What were the adjustments like specifically for him?
Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed because we knew he's a scoring machine. Like he was coming off the bench for them, and I think he got 20 in their last game. He comes in firing and scoring, and he's one of these guys. If he sees it go in early, you know, he can get going and he can make tough shots. And the very first play of the game, we lost him, and he hit a 3, and that triggered him having 12 in the first half, and then. You know, our main thing with him, we knew he was going to take a lot of shots, and he's quick. He can get them off. So the main thing we talked about was not fouling him. You know, make him be a volume shooter. I mean, he took 21 shots to get 17 points. You know, so against a guy who, you know, if you have a negative shot to point, then you've done a good job against a good scorer. So I thought Jordan got on him in the second half. Our guys, they ran a great play for him late. The 1-3 he hit, Dwayne ran a great play to get him. But other than that, I thought we made him take tough shots in the second half.
Back left.
Yeah, so you mentioned, Coach, Ryan Legborg a little bit in his struggles tonight. Obviously, he struggled a little bit offensively, but I wanted to ask, how do you see him impacting the game even when he can't get it going offensively tonight and in the future?
Yeah, I mean, he's a veteran presence. Guy's won. He's been a winner. I mean, he's been on a championship team. He's been on a Sweet 16 team. He's been a key guy on that team. You know, he's been in a lot of games. So, I mean, that's where you lean on experience. He's a smart player. He's got a quiet toughness to him. You know, he doesn't say a whole lot, but he's a tough guy. You know, he'll get in there and rebound. I mean, even tonight, he goes up in a 2-point game and makes 2 huge free throws. You know, we had to get the ball down, and then that ended up being, you know, the last 2 points of the game. So to go up there late and make big free throws was huge. And so, I mean, we love having him on our team. I mean, that's the reason why we brought him in. You know, we felt we were going to have a veteran team, and we wanted another guy to kind of come in and be a key guy right away, and he's going to do that for us.
All right, that'll wrap us up with Coach.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Barnhizer and Buie, and we'll go right into questions. David?
Guys, for both of you, you guys struggled from behind the arc tonight, but still found a way to get it done. What does it say about the resilience of this group just to find a way to claw out a tough win?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we showed some toughness, you know, grind that game out. I just think that we didn't start the game well, and so, you know, that kind of gave us a setback. But you know, we just got to come out and be better next game.
To the right.
Yeah, Brooks, obviously Ryan struggled in the first half. He didn't score any points, but you led the team with 13 points. Can you kind of talk about your aggressive nature in the first half and kind of seeing those ways? Obviously converting steals into points and those 2 and 1s.
Yeah, I think it was just trying to be myself, and you know, like Ryan's gonna hit shots, but when he wasn't, I just knew that, you know, like I need somebody to take the pressure off Boo, because I mean, a lot of teams were kind of seeing they're really trying to get the ball out of Boo's hands. So the more aggressive I can be, the more opportunities he'll have, especially when other guys aren't hitting shots. So that's all I was trying to do.
Matt?
Brooks, this is a career high of 20 points for you. I know the game didn't necessarily go as well as you would have wanted, still a win, but how does it feel to reach that mark?
I mean, it feels good. I think that, you know, I was kind of, head was more in other places. I mean, it's cool to see that at 20, but I mean, it's not really anything I'm really worried about. But I just wish the game was, you know, a little more, you know, complete. But we'll complete that, you know, in the next few days of practice.
For both of you, you guys were out rebounded by nearly 20 tonight. What is more for you as a senior on the team? What's your message to this team about the physicality and the effort needed on the boards?
Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job of, you know, crashing, but, you know, I think that it was just like a lack in our communication. We needed to go hit. We were kind of crashing in instead of going and boxing out. And when a team shoots a lot of threes or long shots, they're probably going to be long rebounds. So, I didn't think that we did a good job of finding bodies and blocking people out, which is not okay at all. And that's something we discussed, and can't do anything about it now. But come into the next couple of days and work on rebounding and just being better.
Caleb?
You guys combined for 41 of the 63. Do you feel an added pressure when teammates aren't hitting shots and it's kind of down to two guys to do all the scoring?
No, we work with each other every single day. Like we know who each other are, and every night might not be your night. So that's why it's next man up, and we have each other's backs, and we're a brotherhood. So on a night where Brooks might not be playing well, other guys will step up, or vice versa. If I'm not playing well, Brooks or Ryan or Ty, someone steps up, and that's what the brotherhood is about. Stepping up and being there for your brother.
And we got the utmost confidence in like guys like Ryan, Ty, and even the guys off the bench like Nick, Jordan to contribute in that area. Tonight just wasn't one of those nights, but they're more often than not like they will. So there's no we just got to move on to the next game, and I know that they're going to be great those next few games.
That's right.
Brooks, you have great footwork, strength, poise, and vision when posting up. You kind of have the whole package there. How did you get to that point, and what makes you so comfortable there?
I think for me, guys with my stature aren't really gonna jump a lot of people, so I kind of have to tend to use my strength and use angles and stuff to try to get good looks for us. And if I'm a post presence with our team, it opens up a lot of the perimeter. So I was really just trying to work on that, because then it gets kickouts, and we didn't make those kickouts tonight, but we will. So the more effective I can be in the post, the more effective that our open looks will be.
Matt.
Brooks, you're averaging 3 steals a game this season. How do you feel like both personally and as a team you've been able to uphold the defensive standard so far?
It's just listening to our coaches. I think CeeLo and Coach Collins and Coach Battle and BMAC, what they tell me, like a lot of our philosophies, we get steals out of it, and it's just because of our rotations. I think I have my hands up and I try to be active, try to be on the ball, but a lot of that is just because of the way we play defense, and when we play it right. I don't even think we're playing it right now. I think a lot of more people will see the steals, and it's not because we're lunging for them or we're doing anything super extravagant. We're just in the spots we're supposed to be. So I think that's where that is.
David?
For both of you guys now will embark on your first road trip this season into a tournament with some top teams. How do you flush a game like tonight and get right for some top competition this upcoming weekend?
I mean, you just flush it the same way you would flush any other win or loss. It doesn't matter if we would have won by 30 tonight. That game is over, and we still have to go play, Rhode Island in the tournament. So we could have won by 30 tonight, but that doesn't affect the next game. So that's why it's really important to just stay focused on the game ahead and not look too far, because everyone is good on any given night, and anyone can win. So.
Is that right?
Yeah, Boo. You had 0 turnovers tonight. Can you kind of talk about the emphasis of taking care of the ball, especially when there's rebounding issues and shooting struggles, just that added sort of pressure?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I haven't been taking care of the ball that much the first 2 games, so I was trying to make it a huge emphasis, just being out there taking care of the ball, because if I'm out there turning it over, that kind of sets an example for the team. But we're just a team in general who doesn't turn the ball over. We pride ourselves on 10 turnovers or less a game, so. That's just something that the coaches drill in us, and we're confident players and dribblers, so we try not to turn the ball over.
All right, that'll wrap us up for tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.